So in this video, we're going to learn about breaking our code up across multiple files using things called modules. So that's ESM, EcmaScript Modules. We're going to do this a modern way. And by modern, I mean the way it's really been done for like the last 4 or 5 years. So not really super cutting edge or anything like that. But nevertheless, what we're learning here is about EcmaScript Modules. Now in the description for this video, you can find a complete template repository, which will give you a good foundation to follow along here. And then there'll be a gist with the starter code that you can paste in so you can fully follow along with this video if you would like. Okay, so what's in this code? Doesn't really matter. It's just working with some arrays of objects, and we're just performing various tasks. So the actual code in here doesn't matter. What we want to focus on is learning about how to break this up into modules. So to do that, first things first, you want to make sure in your project manifest file, that's your package.json file, that it does say type modules. That's already been done for you in the code repo. Any respectable modern code base is going to have this in the package.json. Now, we've got this index.js file, which all this code is stacked up in, and we're going to start breaking it up. But since we are going to be working with several files now, or a couple of different files, I'm going to consolidate our work into an src directory, src meaning source code. And the first thing I'm going to do is make a data.js file here. So the data.js file, what I'm going to do next is just grab this data here. And of course, in a real project, we'd be fetching data from a database, things like that. But we're keeping things relatively simple and beginner friendly. So what I want to do is export this out. So all I'm doing is adding the keyword export in front of it. And that's a major part of how to modularize your projects with ESM. I'm also going to alphabetize this. So move students. And I'm going to do one other thing. I'm going to use screaming snake case in here. So it's not a big deal, but that kind of just indicates that this isn't, or that these variables are more like configurations or data sets, meaning that anyone can go in here and just, change the spelling of title or add a whole nother object, just following the same structure. And it's not going to break anything in terms of business logic. These are just hard-coded data constants. So that's all that means. So we've got these set up, and now I will delete this. And as soon as I do that, our linter right here should start complaining because it's like, hey, what happened to students? I can't find that. And so, by the way, if you're just following along with this template repo, look at the README. You'll want to make sure that you run the install command to install the packages. Okay, so over here, in order to have students, what I can do is I can go, I can start renaming this with students. And you can see as soon as I do that, I don't know, I think that was either the AI or may have just been the configuration. But it's already done the import for us. It's figured out what we're trying to do. It's like, oh, students, okay. Yeah, actually, that is over here in src data. So let's look at how this was written. What we have here is a named constant. It's got a specific name, which means when I go to import it, I need to call it out by name. And that makes sense, doesn't it? If I have multiple things coming out of this file, I need to make sure that I match the name of the thing that I want to import from the file. And let's look at this file path. I'm here in index.js, and that module is where? It's in the src directory. So we say single dot, which means starting where we are, go into src and go into the data.js file. So that's what we see here. And because this is a named export, this is a little bit like our object destructuring. You actually put braces around here, and then you put the name of the thing you're looking for. Come in here and rename it to something else if you would like, as, something else. You can do that, but we don't need to do that here. It's fine the way it is. All right, so with that, I will just, I'll just kind of fix, and looks like the AI is going to kind of take over and just replace these things where they need to be replaced. So that takes care of all of the students. And now let's take care of movies, and look at that. It's already figured out what we're trying to do. I'll just click movies. And, well, it didn't import it for some reason. Okay, so we will do that. And then there we go. Our biome formatter, if you've got that set up and installed, it should alphabetize that nicely. And I think that takes care of it. And really, in a nutshell, that's all ESM is. You go into a file, you name your files, you export the things, and you import them. That's it. It's import, export business. Let's see. So here we do have this function. See, notice that this is a function. It's a function expression written like this. So why don't we go ahead and create an export for that as well while we're doing this. I'll come up here and I will make a new called utils.js. So that's a nice name where you just start stacking your utility functions, things that you're going to want to use maybe more than once. So I'm going to cut this, paste it in here, and I'm just going to add export. And then over here where it's trying to be used, I can actually highlight this and maybe hit command dot. Oh, okay, it's not gonna figure out this, but I will import it. There we go. Now the AI is kicked in. It's like, oh, okay, yeah, I know where that is. All right, so there's that. And that's really all there is to it. So to summarize, here in our index file where we have kind of our application, if you will, which is just doing stuff and logging it. And then from there, we at least move our utility functions, which we only have one at the moment. And then we have our data. So we pull in some data, we pull in our utility functions, and then our business logic, our index file is still doing most of the work. But now we have the ability to, continue to build out a library of functions and start expanding our project, and everything's kind of in its own space and better organized using ESM.